What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about syrup today, Maple Finance. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, you guys. We're up 9.5% today. 42.3 cents right now, 9 hours, 33 minutes left in the day. It's the 24th of May. Slowly working our way up. What's nice about this is it might seem like you're moving up at such a consistent pace here without any drawbacks. It might seem like you need a drawback, but if we look at the RSI, it kind of tells you already have had your drawback. You've gone from the overbought zone to out of the overbought zone, and now you're working your way back up there. We do have lower highs in the RSI, and this does set us up potentially for some double bearish divergence right here, where we could, in fact, drop all the way back down. I mean, we're at 42 cents now. We could drop all the way back down to 28 cents, something like that, where this divergence originally started back here. I don't know if we do, we could, but it all depends on how we close, right? If we can continue to move up and green enough, we get above like 50 cents or something like that, we likely will in the RSI see something of a higher high, not a lower high. And that gets rid of the notion, at the very least, gets rid of the notion to pull back to 28 cents. Now, maybe if we run all the way up to 50 cents or so, we could pull all the way back down here, and that would still be a bit of a pullback in itself, but it doesn't mean that we're absolved of any kind of pullback if we get a higher high here, but just maybe we're absolved of going to 28 cents, right? Because again, typically with bearish divergence, right, you move back to where the divergence formed, if not a little bit lower. And it makes sense that we would do that, but that is calling for a 33% move to the downside in the wake of Bitcoin searching for new all-time highs and all that stuff. I don't know. Maybe not. But we'll see. You have moved up a lot in a very short amount of time. Syrup is one of the top performing coins since the lows of April. It's had one of the more immaculate bounces, right? We've had a 398% move as of now since April 7th, and that's pretty fantastic. That's very much above average. So because of that, maybe you do see an above average drop. Maybe you just need that volatility to shake out the weak hands. I don't know. But what I would assume is that we grow a little bit more. Let's look at the short-term time frames and see if it's a good time to get in, to buy more, to sell, whatever. 1 hour RSI is just getting overbought. That looks good. Typically when you get overbought for your first time, right, like here, that's just the beginning. You're like halfway through this move right there, right? You consolidated a little bit, got out of the overbought zone, and then you continue to run. Here we're just getting into the overbought zone now. I would expect we definitely have more to go. We just broke out to new relative highs, new all-time highs, I guess, technically. High to low here. Looking like you want to go up to 43 cents, at least 43 cents, if not 45 cents. Let's look at this. I want to look at the 4-hour time frame, get a more substantial fib on here. Which one would be the most appropriate? I suppose the most appropriate to take would be this high to low here. Yeah, 43.8 cents or higher is where we're going to go. Maybe as high as 54 cents would be my expectation. Oh, and that probably happens over the coming days. Maybe over the weekend, man. Maybe by the beginning of next week. We'll see. Syrup is not afraid to move up over the weekends, you guys. It can definitely do that. Saturday here, last week, it moved up. We go, let's see, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Saturday here moved up as well. Sunday it moved up as well. Monday is whenever it dropped. Monday is whenever it dropped here, right? Anyways, 4-hour RSI. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was trying to take a fib measurement, and I did that, and it made sense here, but I still am not. I don't like that as much, right? I want something that's more, something like this. Here we go. Okay, so from a high to a low. That's right. So I do like that. You're either going to stop at 44 cents, just below there. You're probably going to stop around there, or you're going up to 56, 60 cents, something like that. Somewhere just above this line here, because oftentimes with the 2272, you don't stop right at it. You actually go just above it. So with how you're moving right now and with the daily RSI looking the way it does, it'll be curious to see, if today closes here and then tomorrow's a red day, well, we're probably going down to 28 cents. If today closes here and then tomorrow closes up above 50 or 44 cents, we're probably going up to 56 cents or higher. That's my expectation. Looking at the 4-hour RSI, it does look like we'd be moving higher. If we can close here on this 4-hour candle or higher, that would be a really good look, right? First off, we're getting above this high and we're continuing, which would be nice, right? We closed above this high last time, showing that we're ready to move up higher. If we continue right now, we're confirming that. If we reverse now, we're confirming that this is just a fake out, right? Like this here, you broke out right here, new highs relative to this high, you broke out right there, but then the next candle you reverted. So you weren't ready to actually continue. But now we're trying. This is that second attempt here. I think we are. I think this is the real deal, and we will be running higher. You just got overbought on the 4-hour, which is really exciting. This could promote a lot of growth to go. or at least some bullish behavior over the coming days. So I am expecting today and tomorrow to be green. Let's see if we can get up to that 55 cent area, 57 cent area, something like that by the end of this month. I would expect it to be within the next week if we were to do that. So maybe even by the end of this weekend, and then we recover a little bit going into the week. But looking good here. You know, I don't really know if I have anything else that I want to say other than I very much do expect that syrup will see some phenomenally higher prices by the end of the cycle. If we're looking at syrup, let's just see here. And if you like syrup, you should check out Onyx Coin too, XCN. It's they're if you like syrup, you'd probably like Onyx Coin. They're very similar. Onyx has better staking rewards. Syrup has staking rewards too. I don't stake. I think it adds risk to your investments, but it is tempting at times. Don't get me wrong. $469 million market cap right now. I would say that you are 100xable. I would say probably not 200xable, probably not, but something above a 100x is doable, certainly. And maybe you don't even get that. Maybe you only get a 50x, but 50x, 150x, I could see that happening. From here, you know, 100x would be $42.32. So not bad, right? 100x. 50x would then be like 21 bucks, right? Which is also not bad from here. And then a 150x would be what? Like that'd be like 60 bucks, 63 bucks, something like that. So that's fine. Something between 21 to 63 bucks by the end of the cycle is what I would expect for this thing. You're worth 42 cents now, right? Imagine this, right? You're looking at Dogecoin. You want to invest in Dogecoin. You think Dogecoin's a great play? It's at 22 cents. It will probably not go above $4 by the end of this. So it probably doesn't go too much above $4 by the end of this cycle. Syrup is worth double that, and it will likely be worth 10 times what the maximum potential of Doge is by the end of the cycle. If you're invested in Doge, you should be invested in syrup, is all I'm trying to say. I got nothing else. Hit the like button, subscribe, get some syrup on your Doge, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.